You're now tuned into pSyk's weekly Nerf dosage.
Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome to episode 49 of PWND. It's a late Sunday night and I'm just about to start watching One Piece, so I'll actually get to doing that right after this. And I'm up all night to get lucky. So yeah, it's been a lazy weekend this week. I actually did some mods and yeah, as you guys have already read the video title, it says I made a Stryfe Masterkey. So here it is my Stryfe Masterkey, and it also says why I made my Stryfe Masterkey. Okay, so why I made it. First of all, this Masterkey is gonna remain completely stock. As you guys can see, this is my take on the Stryfe Masterkey, and I tried my very best to make it as clean as possible. So there's absolutely nothing to do with the trigger over here for the Roughcut. And also at the same time, I purposely put in a drum to show you guys that I cut it in such a way that yes, you can still use the drum rounds, drum mags, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, drum clips. Yep, and I haven't patched up the hole at the back, the gaping hole of the Roughcut, because I wanted to show it to you guys that how I actually did some hot glue work to kind of make the whole slam fire system intact. But let me tell you the reason why that I'm gonna keep this as stock. Alright, so yes, first of all, I'd like to start by saying that there is going to be a war, and it's not just your average war, because this war is actually spearheaded by S16. At the same time, it's actually co-organized by people from Black Tactical, the good people from People's Association, Youth Movement. You know, it's gonna be held this 24th of November. Alright, at Kampong Ubi Community Club, or Community Center. Yeah, Kampong Ubi Community Center, my bad. Anyway, it's not just your average war. You sign up teams of 4, and if you guys are actually interested, please go to one of the co-hosts or the co-organizers page, NerfSG. I'll put the link in the video description below. Go to their Facebook page and sign up. Yeah, there is a registration fee and everything, but it's going to be hella fun. That is the reason why we're going to keep everything stock. Now, it was just the other day when I was talking to some of the S16 members, especially Dragon Tooth, and I was saying, you know, hey, throwback time. You know, back then when I started playing Nerf in 2009, and it was like, you know, the whole Yellow and Strike series, and I attended a couple of wars. At that point of time, when you actually modded a Maverick, if you had like an air restrictor removed Maverick with the penny mod in the you know, at the back of the spring, you were basically one of the elites already. An air restrictor removed Recon was already one of the best blasters that you could ever have, because at that point of time we didn't have access to, you know, upgrade springs or beefy springs. Not like where you guys in the US, you actually have things like McMaster, and you have a lot of, you know, development already. It was already, I mean, Nerf was already quite developed in your country, and people like Atani were not really into all these I guess smaller level wars. He was in a whole different world. He was more towards the American side, and I didn't get into there until much later when I started to dabble in air tanks, and that's how I met Atani. But that's a different story, okay? So anyway, yeah, thinking about that, you know, it was like we ran a lot. We had like a lot of game modes. We had a lot of fun playing. Some of them were actually playing with stock blasters, and think about it, stock blasters of the Yellow and Strike line is just nuts. What are you firing, like 20 feet, you know? So it's like you know, it was all about integrity, it was all about fun. There was a lot of running, a lot of shouting, a lot of laughing, you know, and we didn't have to think so much about making Stephans, we didn't have to think so much about, you know, making homemade darts and everything. We just all used stock darts, you know. And I was telling Dragon Tooth, you know, thinking back about then and comparing what it was with what it is now, everyone's like, oh, you know, I'm gonna just spend a whole ton of money and buy a mod kit and put it into my blaster, and I have like the best blaster ever. And if I don't have this minimal mod kit in my blaster, I'm never gonna go for a war, you know. And at the same time, I guess it kind of stymies the growth of the whole community, in the sense that not many people dare to come and try. I mean, honestly guys, this happens a lot in Singapore. People, especially the war organizers, you know, you organize wars and you say, okay, I allow modified blasters, and people, you know, come join the game and they bring their children in, and then you just tell them, you know, hey, look, this war is not so suitable for children of that age because we're using modified blasters. And parents go like, you know, it's fine, and then when you finally let the kid play and then the kid gets hit and he cries and it's all your fault, the parent just turns a whole 180 degrees around and goes like, the hell, you know, and start making noise. I'll call the cops. What are you guys doing? You know, things like that. So, I mean, seriously, it's a typical Singaporean behavior. It's just stupid parenting, in my opinion. But at the same time, to prevent all of this, I was just telling Dragontooth, you know, it'll be hella fun. If we bought a stock Retaliator or a stock Rampage off the shelf, any of the N-Strike Elite line, that blaster alone would already outgun a penny modded Maverick, or you know, an air restrictor removed recon. And even if it's a recon, you know, even if you put in an aftermarket spring, there's only so much more that you can push it before the plunger tube breaks. Remember, the plunger tube used to crack at the back. Yeah, crack at the back. Yeah. Yeah. So I was telling him that, you know, why not let's try, you know, going back to basics and just playing stock wars. Like, I mean, like countries like Australia, you guys are having great fun having stock wars, you know. Sometimes different parts of the states also has stock wars, you know. So I was like, you know, give it a shot. And he thought about it and said, you know, it may kind of makes sense. And they tried it out and they had a lot of fun. So they went ahead and they spearheaded this whole idea, and that is why we're having this whole war. And the aim of the war is to basically let everyone have fun, at the same time to encourage new nerfers to come into the community. Anyone, you know, just go to your departmental store, your toy store, just buy any blaster that you want of the N-Strike Elite line, just buy some extra darts and you'll be fair. It's going to be a fair play, fair level. Everyone's on the same level, the same distance, the same range, the same kind of power that you deliver with your blasters, and it's going to be just about the skills of the player themselves. So anyone can play on fair ground, you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, so if you guys are going, I will be there, but I'm not gonna be a competitor, because that is the reason why I made this master key. It is for display. One of the smaller things that's gonna happen over there, one of the smaller features of that particular war, the organizing thing or whatever, it's because the whole thing's gonna be from 10 to 5 and you know, you'll be tired out anyway. So there will be display booths there, and I actually volunteered to be one of those people who are gonna man one of the display booths, and I decided I'm gonna make a cosmetic mod. So this cosmetic mod is none other than the Stryfe Masterkey. Alright, I'm not telling you what else I'm gonna put on display over there. Of course, we're gonna display only stock blasters, so you won't see things like, you know, my modded Centurion, stuff like that. No, none of that. Okay, it's just all stock. So yeah, now back to the story of this master key. I'm not gonna do a tutorial on making a master key, because although I've already made this before I actually filmed this video, Coop came out with a really good master key tutorial, but he used a rapid strike instead. But essentially we connected the Roughcut to the Retaliator barrel in the same manner. I'm just using machine screws, but you can't see any because I picked the right spots right in between where it's actually linked up together. Those are the spots where I actually installed the screws, so you can't see anything, and I didn't have to cut off this part. Alright, so yeah, let me just give you a firing demonstration first. I'm actually using anti-loop batteries inside the Stryfe, and yeah, there was nothing, you know, nothing done to the Stryfe, no cuts, no nothing, and I'm using a Stockade stock, so you have extra darts over here, pinpoint sight, so yeah, you guys know. And yeah, I'm just gonna fire off. I think there are 10 darts inside this thing. It's gonna be really silent because of the voltage ratings of the anti-loop batteries, but here goes. So all 10 out, and then we just go for the Roughcut, sorry. Yep, so, oh sorry, the last one was a lousy dart. Let me just save some face and let me do that last one again, okay? Save some face. I'm sorry guys. There we go. So all out. Now I had to check it first, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna remove this clip and try and show you guys the work that I actually done. I'm gonna move up to the camera so I can explain to you guys while pointing at it. Okay, so let me see if I can do this. Right, so hopefully that's less of a shadow that's casted. Oh, sorry, I hit the tripod. Don't shake. Okay, so let me get the focus, and yeah, there you go. So you can see this is actually the trigger. This orange piece over here, I kind of cut it off and hot glued it in place. Now this over here is a stub of a red line barrel, as you can see. Oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah, you can see the red line barrel, and I hot glued the red line barrel to one side so that I can open up the shell on the other, and that's how I'm going to remove the master key. Basically, I have to open up the rough cut and then just twist this Retaliator full barrel off, and then the whole master key comes out, and I have the Stryfe in its complete stock form. But anyway, this is what I did, because most people they actually leave the trigger back and they kind of zip tie the trigger in a sense, or they want to squeeze the trigger. I didn't see a point in having to squeeze the trigger when you're going to fire off the rough cut, so this is what I did. Alright, just hot glue this to the side. Once I had this stub of red line barrel, you can use CPVC if you want, hot glue to the side, I actually pulled the trigger back, and then I kind of applied hot glue to the top of the whole bridge arc over there, so that the trigger would actually stay in place. Now I have to wait for a little while holding the trigger in its fired position, in the slam fire position. So once it dried up and once the hot glue cooled down, this is what happens. Alright, so this is in case you guys are interested in making mine this way. Oh yes, I actually filled the gap over here where the trigger guard used to be. I filled the gap with a little bit of a black colored foam, and yeah, that's what I did. So yeah, apart from that, nothing else has been done to this blaster. Just wanted to make a really simple, really quick Stryfe. And how I actually cut the rough cut shell, please check out this picture over here. You can see that slot was actually made in such a way that it would actually go around the fore barrel over here and inside the other lower tactical rail of the Stryfe itself, and accommodate the wider part of the blue part of the shell over here. I also had to cut a little slot out, a little bit I guess, out of the Retaliator fore barrel, and you can see that over here. Yeah, so it was really simple, I guess really simple manual work. I didn't have to use like any kind of Dremel or anything. I just used hacksaws and used a bunch of files, and yeah, I actually completed everything within a day. The only thing that I actually had to use a power tool of sorts was to drill the holes so that I could install the screws. Yeah, apart from that, it's some hot glue, and yeah, done in a day. I think this is actually really cool. I never expected that I would really want to do a master key mod, but any credits of course go to Stockade 007, aka Nick Chen. He was actually, in my book, he's the first to actually create the Elite Master Key, and I actually took reference from his mod more so than anyone else's, because you know, as time goes by, right, people start doing mods like, oh, you know, we're gonna put a 3D printed piece to kind of lock these two together. Nah, I just wanted to follow his because his was actually quite clean, and I wanted to make mine almost flush, I don't know, and yeah, without having the trigger over there, and making this part as clean as possible. So this is my end result. Yeah. Alright, so before I end today's episode, yes, today's episode is much shorter compared to last week's. Now, to be honest with you, I did not expect that last week's episode was going to be that long. It's close to an hour, and I do apologize to all of you, my viewers out there. The response in the comments was 50-50. I know that a lot of you actually support me and say, you know, more pSyk the better, more pwn, the longer pwns you have is better, because we can sit down and relax and chillax and actually enjoy a long episode. And there are people who, I can't watch it in school, I can't spend so much time and watch everything in one shot. And you know, I was thinking, in order to, I guess, to appease both worlds, you know, to get the best of both worlds, because it's kind of troublesome to create a menu and then you start clicking on stuff and then you skip the different parts, you know. Sometimes you have to keep loading the same video. At the same time, it also means that if you watch it on mobile, on your mobile device, annotations don't really work, you know, it's kind of iffy. So I thought of an idea and I want your input on this, so please let me know in the comments below. Right, my idea is basically to create pwned but upload it in different videos instead. Like for example, if say I want to showcase a stock blaster and I want to showcase a modified blaster and I want to talk about like an upcoming war, for example, so I will showcase the stock blaster first in one video. Like for example, I'll say welcome to episode of pwned, and then I'll say see you in the next part, and then second video would be of the modern blaster where we don't have the intro anymore. I'll just go straight into it. Yeah, or this part 2 of pwned, and you know, carry on. and then the next part, the last part, will be a separate video also. So there'll be 3 videos for that week's pwned. And for the people who like to sit down and relax, I will put these 3 into a playlist, you know, so you can just start from part 1 and, you know, just play all the way through. And for those who are not able to, you know, watch all at one shot, you can choose. And at the same time, those of you on mobile, you don't have to worry about having no annotations and trying to scroll throughout a long video. So what do you guys think? Please let me know. Of course, your input is very important to me, because I'm always looking to improve my channel and to make things a lot easier for all of you out there. You know what I mean? Just want everyone to enjoy watching my videos. If not, you know, to be honest with you, the truth of the matter is this: without you guys, this channel is nothing, right? So yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. I'm sorry I put you guys through that whole 1 hour long video. I do hope that you guys enjoyed it though. So for those of you who had trouble watching the whole thing, I really do apologize, okay? This was my Stryfe Masterkey. Oh sorry, my thumb actually hit the button. But this is my Stryfe Masterkey. If you guys are interested, please check out Coop's video on how to make his Masterkey. I basically had the same thing. Yeah, so I think it was really good. That's why you guys should just go check. And one last thing, you know, my triple shot collection video, this video, well, someone pointed out to me that I was missing the gold one, right? I got it. Let me just get it for you. Yeah, here we go. So this is the gold one, as you can see. It's not really gold. It's like a, I don't know, like a dark mustard kind of color. So yeah, on the back of the box, this is the same one as the yellow hand cannon. I mean the back of the box of the yellow hand cannon, but yeah, this is the gold one. As you can see, it's darker over here, and it's like, it looks goldish on camera. I hope, like, can you see it? Like, can you, like, no, like, never mind, it's okay. Yeah, anyway, I got it from Blaster Parts. In case you guys are wondering, yeah, it's that Denmark site, blasterparts.de, the same people that actually made the whole Centurion clip conversion kit. This, it was Carsten Corbin. Thank you so much, Carsten, for actually pointing this out and saying that, you know, hey, look at the product picture. So what I did was, I saw the product picture there on their website. I didn't dare to order it instantly. What I did was I sent them a message asking them, hey, I understand that product pictures and the actual product sometimes are gonna vary in color. Can you tell me if your hand cannon is actually in the gold version? And they actually replied saying, we wouldn't say it's really gold, it's more of like a brown, but yeah. So I asked them the second time, I responded to that and said, hey, are you guys, I know it's troublesome, but are you guys able to just snap a picture of it and show me that picture? And I had no response. It was like total silence from them, even though I emailed them like about 3-4 times. I sent them a few messages. I know, you know, I didn't want to put down money for something that I already have, you know, that I don't need a spare for. But I just, you know, one day woke up and said, you know, on a whim, I'm just going to try it. Just try my luck. Just go ahead, do it, get it, put the money down, and ta-da, here it is. So this was really out of pure luck. So, yeah. Now my whole triple shot collection is complete. I guess I might have to do another video another time. I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to stop here because I've been ranting too much. I've been talking too much. Thanks for listening, guys. I'm sorry. Please leave the comments below. I really need your input on that. And if you are going to the Kampung Ubi War, I will see you there. 24th November, 10 AM to 5 PM. It's a Sunday. Go sign up, get teams of 4. Even if you guys are not going to play the war, do come say hi. You know, I'll be there. I'm a friendly guy, so don't worry about, you know, being shy and stuff. Just come on and have fun, okay? Bring along a blaster. We can have fun. We can talk about whatever you want. We can talk about mods. We can talk about pwn. You can talk about whatever. Yeah. You guys have a great week ahead. Thanks for watching all the way through. Take care, and I will see you next week. Oh yeah, next week's actually pwn episode 50. It's also Halloween week. Don't expect anything special. I'm sorry, guys, because, you know, I'm really busy. But one thing I can tell you, it's gonna be a paint job tutorial, and it's a very unique paint job style, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I decided 50 would be a nice number to showcase a unique paint job tutorial. Stay tuned for that. Peace.